The desert town of Calico Ridge hadn't seen excitement in years. Just sun, dust, and a gas station that closed too early. That's where Ray Danner stopped. He was a retired special ops soldier, gray-haired, calm-eyed, and quiet. His truck was old, dented, and carried nothing but a duffel and a dog named Scout. Ray wasn't looking for trouble, just peace, quiet, and a hot sandwich. But trouble came anyway. He pulled into a roadside diner as the sun dipped low. The neon sign blinked rosies. Inside were booths, pie, and a jukebox stuck on old country hits. Scout waited in the truck. Ray sat at the far booth, ordered black coffee and roast beef. That's when the bikers rolled in. 6 of them. Loud engines, louder voices. Black leather, chains, and beer breath. They swaggered in like they owned the place. One of them, a tall, scar-faced man with a snake tattoo on his neck, locked eyes with Ray. Ray didn't flinch. He sipped his coffee, looked back. No fear, just calculation. "You looking at me, Grandpa?" the biker barked, approaching. Ray didn't answer. Snake Tattoo grabbed Ray's cup, dumped it over, and sneered. "You deaf or just stupid?" The waitress froze. Other customers sank in their booths. Ray slowly stood, calm, measured. "I'm just trying to eat in peace." Snake laughed. "Then maybe you should pick another diner." Ray looked him dead in the eye. "Maybe you should." The silence that followed was tight as a wire. The biker didn't like being challenged. He shoved Ray in the chest. That was a mistake. Ray's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed the biker's wrist, twisted, and slammed him into the table. Snake let out a howl. His buddies jumped up. Ray didn't back down. He took 2 steps back, scanned, and shifted his weight. Years of muscle memory kicked in. One biker swung a chair. Ray ducked, caught it mid-swing, and used it to shove the attacker into the jukebox, cracking the glass. Another came from behind. Ray elbowed him hard in the ribs, then drove his fist into his chin. 3 down. The rest hesitated. Ray looked at them. "Still want to finish this?" They paused, then rushed him. Outside, Scout barked wildly. The door flew open. Ray was thrown out by sheer numbers. He hit the dirt, groaned, and rolled to his feet. One biker pulled a switchblade. Another had a chain. Ray reached into his truck, grabbed the tire iron. "All right, no more Mr. Nice Guy." They circled. Snake Tattoo staggered out, clutching his shoulder. "You're dead, old man." Ray smiled grimly. "You should have left me alone." The next few seconds were a blur. Ray ducked the chain, clocked the wielder with the iron, kicked the knife hand, sending the blade flying. Then he moved like a ghost, knocking them down one by one with precision and rage coiled like a spring. When it was over, 6 grown men lay groaning in the dirt. Ray stood over them, chest rising, blood on his shirt, not his. The sheriff arrived 10 minutes later, tipped off by Rosie. "What in God's name happened?" he asked, eyes wide. Ray just wiped his brow. Self-defense. The sheriff looked at the wrecked diner, the bruised bikers, then at Ray. "You're Ray Danner, right, Delta?" Ray didn't answer. The sheriff nodded anyway. "Figures. I'll write it up. These boys had it coming. Been terrorizing folks for weeks." As Ray climbed back into his truck, Scout wagging her tail, the sheriff leaned in. "Next time, maybe give me a heads up before you turn my town into a war zone." Ray gave a rare smirk. Wasn't planning on staying, just passing through. He drove off into the night, headlights cutting through the dark. Scout curled up on the seat beside him. Somewhere down the road, peace might finally be waiting.